Yo, Jrgj, keeping it real, and I hope you are too. This is going to be the end of Bioshock. We're going to finish it right now, and then got a bit of a mad game lined up. Got a bit of a mad game lined up for the next one. It'll all make sense. It'll all make sense.
Hurry, Mr. B.
It's been a long road. You don't even remember most of it. Put you on a sub when you were just a sprout.
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpokes.
Angels don't wait for slowpokes.
Time to go, Mr. B. Hurry, Mr. B.
Let's go!
Mr. B. No time to waste.
No time to waste.
I really wound you up with that wife and
Hurry,
child
Mr.
bit.
Bubbles.
Oh, me poor Moira. I, me wee baby Patrick. Maybe one day I'll get me a real family. They play well with the suckers.
Time to go, Mr. B. Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angels dancing in the sky.
Hack. Definitely gonna miss these little hacking games when we finish this game.
Hurry, Mr. B. Angels waiting.
Look at them. Even though they are physically free as they need to gather, Chung's mental conditioning still holds them to their terrible past. For sins such as this, he can never atone.
Angels don't wait for slowpokes.
Yo, that's me making them noises, not another big daddy.
Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angels dancing in the sky. Time to go, Mr. B.
Shit. Yeah, there's loads going on, sorry for not talking. Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish this, like, pretty much now. In the next hour or two. And then I've got an idea for the series called Thanks for the Memories. And basically what I'm going to do is going to play all my childhood classic games. See how well we remember them. Because some of them I probably remember not that well. But some of them I might actually remember quite well. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, but what I've done is I've got an emulator lined up. But before anyone accuses me of anything sketchy, I do actually own the actual games on disc. So shit. Damn. That one was way easier that time. Get this one because it always helps. That one. Yeah. I just go back to the little sister.
Slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpokes. I'm ready for dream time, Mr. B. Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angels dancing in the sky.
Go on then. Take your time.
Mr. Bubbles.
Go on.
Hurry, Mr. B.
Go on.
I can
Out!
see the
Possessing their honesty to draw the attention of this rifle.
I'm a good girl, Mr. B. Good girl, Mr. B. Hop up, Mr. B.
Fucking Spider-Man spicy.
Time to go, Mr. B.
Oh, I've just thought of another game. We can play.
Hurry! Hurry!
Hacks. I'd say as long as we can get one sideways, one will be sound. That's exactly what I thought. Whoa, hang on. There we go. Sound as a pound.
Hurry, Mr. B. Angels are waiting for our kisses. Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angels dancing.
We'll give it a go. Those guys can come back and bite us, as they say. Shit. Yeah, the difficulty on these, well, blags you dead.
Hurry, Mr. Bubbles. Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Hurry, Mr. B. Angels are waiting for our kisses. Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to wait.
Just say I'm pressing V. That's one. Well, there's a lot more of them than there is the other thingamajigs. Woohoo!
Time to go, Mr. B.
Start hacking. Nice.
Hurry, Mr. B. Angels. Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpoke. Hurry, Mr. B.
They haven't single draw the attention of this splicer.
Dance.
Yeah, no. Doing quite well here, she's not lost too much health on that.
Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angels dancing in the sky.
Come on then. Yeah, just say there's no little sisters on this level, is there?
Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to waste.
Shit. Fucking cornered here. Can't really see out either.
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait.
Have some.
Better for the girls to be with you. Better with you than alone. Alone in the crawling darkness.
Wallet full.
Time to go, Mr. B. Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpokes. Hurry! Hurry, Mr. Bubbles!
Crawling into the lava.
Hurry, Mr. B!
Plenty little scrubs and a pencil pushers, but I need more. More! I want a slice till there ain't nothing left to slice with!
Pain is nearby. You are reaching close now.
Hop, hop, Mr. B! No time to wait.
Here's a second.
Hurry! Hurry, Mr. Bubbles!
There. You must use the needle of the little sister to drain Fontaine of his Adam. It is the only way to defeat him. Fontaine waits above. There will be no going back from here. Make sure you are ready to face him before moving on.
Welcome to the Circus of Value! Bienvenido al amo Benito!
Damn.
Muchas gracias, señor!
Bastard. Well, if this is the end, let's just get all the bollocks ready. Got no ammo for that. I think the personnel rounds are the best. Explodies. Reload you. 6 film. napalm. Number 7. Number 8, rather. What's the other options? Trap, steel, incinerate. Better just save, just in case. Saving contents. Fontaine. It was not impossible to build Rapture at the bottom of the sea. It was impossible to build it anywhere else. Andrew Ryan.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub. You were no more than 2. You were my ace in the hole. But you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business.
Bloody hell.
You think it'll be that easy? Here it is! Come and get it, Luke!
Wait, stop! Video game logic, that makes no sense whatsoever. Please stop killing me while I hack this little turret. Little turret dude. Shit. Nice!
Catch my breath. And I'm gonna tell you and all their little eggs. Come again, you little nothing!
upside. I called you back, showed you what you was capable of. Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up and had tattooed inside your head. Now, if you don't call that family, I don't know what is. And now...
They offered you this city. And you refused it. And what did you do instead? What I've come to expect of you. You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from them. A chance. A chance to learn. To find love. To live. And in the end, what was your reward? You never said. But I think I know. A family.
So there we go. That's the end of that. Such a great game, that. That's the good ending as well, I think. I think if you harvest them all, you get a bad ending, because all like monsters and shit. They all turn into like little monsters and that if you get the bad ending. And then there's like the neutral ending where it's like if you harvest some, but if you harvest some, but save others, and you get like the alright ending. Yeah, what a great game, eh? Well thought. It was gonna be long, like well thought. There was more. That's why I wasn't too asked about falling asleep, but we've only been recording like 15 minutes or something, haven't we? 15-20 minutes. But, ah well. There we go. Welcome to Bioshock Challenge Rooms. Please note that while it's a Bioshock product, this does not mean it's extended to the Bioshock story. We'll go back. Let's have a look at what this museum is, then we'll see how it goes from there. It's weird how there's no sound. Well, let's see then. Welcome to the Museum of Orphan Concepts, a guided tour of ideas that irrational games discarded or reworked heavily during the making of the original Bioshock. Yeah, because you got these fellas that they took out, but these ones are actually in Bioshock 2. Can't remember what they're called though, like little grenade launcher big daddies. And they got some sort of bouncer. Nice. Gatherer. I'm guessing these little... Oh, hello, what's this? Exhibit Forest Concert Arts. Irrational's artist tried to envisage how an underwater city would actually function in the early concept work of Rapture. One idea imagined a thick forest for the purpose of oxygen exchange. Seen here, an observant catwalk running around the edge of the concept, using trees for oxygen exchange, made it into the final game in the level Arcadia. Ooh. Exhibit early splice of concept art. Moving from grotesque to human was a slow process, while early concepts show the melee enemies grew monstrous arms. The team had trouble conveying how everyone who had spliced to become marksmen. Yeah, that's the early Big Daddy concept art. These are early concepts for the Rosy type Big Daddy, who, like the bouncers, were envisioned as a construction worker who had been repurposed as protector for the gatherers. Hang on, did I miss loads of writing on here then? Early bouncer. The original model for the bouncer type Big Daddy featured flat-headed drills at the end of each arm. The Big Daddies were envisioned as the builders of Rapture, with weapons modified from tools they would have used in its construction. When the gatherers were reimagined as little sisters, one of the bouncer drills was changed to a gloved hand, so the two characters would interact with each other. So they're still drills, sort of. Slow Profim. Irrational's eternal name for the prototype Big Daddy variants, who mauled players with an enormous hook and fired iron bearings from the barrel, stood for slow projectile / fucked up melee. Because they don't got hooked hands. He survived long enough to become fully functional AI, but the team eventually cut him to focus on polishing the other two Big Daddy types. This model later appeared in Bioshock 2 as a rumbler, throwing miniature turrets instead of cannonballs. Nice. So the gatherers were replaced with the little sisters. Have a look at this. Before solidifying the function around Adam, Irrational experimented with an idea of it being an external injection substance. Here you can see us playing around with Adam being mechanical injected, and lead artist Sean Robertson. So this splicer got his vials off it on its belt. This model has created but never made it into the game in any form. Ah, that's interesting. So they made it so Adam has to be like constantly running through him, basically. Early splicer concept. These are some of the first concept sketches to show Bioshock's enemies moving into a more human-like direction. Artist coupled an approach with the idea that Adam deformed the body in a way that related to its intended function. For instance, a giant grotesque arm on a melee enemy. Stitchy, the first splicer that Irrational created for Bioshock. Stitchy was used in many early concept demos and was fully functional in game with cinematics, hits, reactions and voiceover. It took us that long to realise he wasn't a good model, says Lead artist Sean Robertson. This is probably the worst abortion that Irrational has ever made. Nice. Protector concept art. The Big Daddies, originally called Protectors, were envisioned in dive suits construction workers retasked with the defense of Adam gatherers. They used construction tools or improvised weapons. They looked like they had been found on the sea floor. From left to right are early concepts for the melee range and slow projectiles. It looks cool as fuck, that one with the hawk arm. And then he's got like a little makeshift gun. Then he's got like fucking tentacles coming out of him and shit. Oh, what's this? Grenada Splicer. This grey elephantine splicer was an early Grenada from the same period of the Stitchy and Hooker. He was a guy who spliced to carry around giant grenades and throw them at you, says lead artist Sean. This model was built and textured but never animated. Looks cool as fuck, this though. Early environmental study. The location deciphered here was built for the vision demo of Bioshock. A small level demonstrated several of the key elements of the game, such as Big Daddies and Gatherers. Ooh. Neptune's Bounty concept art. This area appears in Neptune's Bounty level of Bioshock, but bodies floating in ocean were cut late into development when the cast. Shadows proved too distracting from the action. Yeah. Guessing this is the other Hooker. Created around the same time as Stitchy and the Grenada, this splicer was dubbed the Hooker because of her weapon of choice. This concept evolved into the Spider Splicers. Spider Splicer when it was decided that splicer models could fill any behaviour role, than the Hooker model later become the Baby Jane Splicer. The old fucking dodgy hooks. Got feet as well, yeah. Look cool as fuck them. Dead ass. We'll start left and go right. Fleet Hall concept art. This early concept for Sander Cohen's Fleet Hall was created after level building had begun, when the designers found they were having difficulty conceptualizing the theatre space. It was one of the earliest spaces built for Bioshock, and many of the assets used in the museum come from this area. Ooh. I love with the water dripping and shit. Iconic Rapture concepts. This is the first image that was really captured all the visual elements that Bioshock, a large view of ocean, the aquatic lighting scene, and the elegant art decor designed elements. Without this image, Bioshock would have been a radically different beast. Yeah, it looks so sick, that though. I'm glad they kept the game as it was. Yamhand model. This character, deservingly called Yamhand, around Irrational Games, was the poster child of the concept phase that preceded the decision to go with the human enemies. I point out the drawings behind the model, says lead artist Sean. You can see the top of the building, but the other two informed the design as well. As we tended more towards humanoids, the Scooby monsters got goofier and less scary. Early creature concept. These are some of the earliest pieces done for Bioshock, from back when Irrational Games was still working on SWAT 4. The only concrete ideas that point where an undersea city and biological experimentation, so early concept focused on these themes. They're like proper like resi monsters, these, aren't they? What? Yeah. That's cool. It's got like a fucking squid coming out of its head. Early Big Daddy concept art. This is the fourth Protector concept originally created with the original slug attached to it. Our model was started but never completed as the team narrowed their focuses to the three and finally just two Big Daddy types. I still liked this as a Protector, says artist Rob Walters. We started modelling and I really pushed to get it in, even as just a static model on the floor, but it never made it. Yeah, fucking cool as fuck. Missing link model. This character is essentially the missing link between the grotesque early designs and the human splices that appeared in Bioshock. This is the last bad model we did before moving onto what actually went into the shipping game. It says lead artist Sean. After playing with him for a while, we just said, why don't we use humans instead? I always thought of these as Scooby-Doo monsters because they were too inhuman to invoke empathy. Yeah, they are a bit Scooby-Doo like, aren't they? Sub-Bay concept art. This concept sketch depiction what would later become Submarine Bay, an area which housed an important scene for Atlas. Right. This is an early concept depicting a Big Daddy bursting through a wall, which inspired the audio log in the Big Daddy training grounds area about a rogue Big Daddy. The player then encounters him at the end of the level. Nice. That's pretty cool, that. Oh, we haven't got all of them. Let's have a quick look what this is. With no weapons and no damage-dealing plasmids, find a way to defeat the Big Daddy and rescue. Save a little sister trapped on top of a malfunctioning Ferris wheel. Save a little sister, choose from a wide variety of tools, weapons and strategies to set. Nah. Yeah, I'm guessing that'll be it from Bioshock then. What a game, eh? What a game. It's fucking sick. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get the next games. I'm gonna go for a quick wee. I'm gonna set the next game up and then we're gonna play that, which is gonna be very different to this. Actually, what I'm gonna do is, because it's a new game, I'm gonna end the stream, get the game set up, and then start a new stream. with all the proper business and all that. So, I'm Jrgj. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you for making it this far. There's links to all the social medias in the description down below. Thank you for making it to the end. Please like, comment and subscribe if you'd like to see more.